Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. That is a great pick out. And he skips past his man. Tchouaméni has been caught there, it's a foul. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it do.
Oh, it's interesting. He's got the shot away! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Turkey have the chance to go the other way. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Cruyff. That's good running with the ball. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. He's beaten the last man. And the shot! Goal! Turkey!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Keeper's ball. Musa. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He won't be happy with that one. Hernandez for Olise. Musa. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Beckham. Tchouaméni. And it's Saviola. Rodri. Serginho. Gakpo. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that's put paid to a promising move. Osimhen. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Back into the middle. Stones. And Koundé. Musa. And it's Baggio. And he's been shifted off it. Rodri. Serginho. Pedri. Now it's Batistuta. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckham, nice bit of trickery. Oh, nice touch.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Roberto Baggio. Costa Curta. And it's Beckham. What a throw in. And that's another throw. Pedri, it's come backwards here.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Musa. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here? Osimhen. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. That's headed upfield. He's in plenty of space here. Musa. Roberto Baggio. He has found the way through.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And we've reached half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Turkey come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good.
Signore e signori, attenzione, un annuncio importante. Il papà del bambino che indossa una maglietta gialla è atteso all'area informazioni. Sostituzione
Here's the start of the second half.
Numero 6.
Turkey carrying a one-goal lead. Turkey come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he welcomes it in, and he's running through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a throw. Beckham. Cruyff. Nice physical challenge. Yildiz. He's in, surely! It's a pretty loose pass. Batistuta. And it's Neymar. Hernandez. Terrific header! Sticks it away! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Owen. Oh, just skips past his man. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Turkey clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Turkey are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And he's managed to gift it back. And he was quick to react. Rodri. Cruyff. Beckham. Some resolute defending there. Turkey do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Ribery unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he finish? It's in! Back to within one! Interesting!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
And he was alert to it. And he's there to belt it away. Beckham, and Beckham! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Inter Milan have their third corner. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chance! And yes, it's there! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Ribery. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Turkey showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources.
Can he put it away? Goal! Turkey! And again they hit the front.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Turkey take the lead.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Now it's Ribery. Quality ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Chouameni, Neymar, and that is as far as they're going to go. Into the last 5 minutes.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Turkey, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. So this to extend their lead. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Oh, he's missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
In with a header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
2 goals on the day. Oh, shooting chance! Just a whisker away. Turkey clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Il quarto uomo indica
That's been
6 minuti di
intercepted.
recupero.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chouameni, Ribery. Now it's Owen. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Short changes him with that pass. Owen thinks one through. Great hit! And that is wildly off target. Costa Curta. And Adams. Costa Curta. And that's that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration.